Morning, morning, morning. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I haven't been live in my headphones in a while, so I don't know if I'm heardable. Grand Horizon, Sydney, how are you doing? How are you all doing? Blessed greetings. Namaste to everyone. The God in me bows down to the God in you. Thank you, Sydney. Welcome, welcome. I want to talk about, I have like 0.75 miles left on my walk. Hey, Cena, how are you? I have like about 0.75 miles on my walk, so I wanted to share something. Again, I don't come live on a regular basis and I don't really post videos anymore. It's gonna be a while, but as I was walking, some things came to me and I just wanted to just share. You know what I mean? How y'all doing there? You all good? It's good. Can I share what I was thinking about this morning? Yes, uprising. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad that you're good. I'm glad that everybody is good. Hope you had a beautiful night rest. You know, over the past month and a half, I've been off TikTok, off social media. Well, actually, I've been off everything. I don't even make shirts anymore. I don't even continue my business anymore. But I've been taking a break from what we call life. And I realized, man, when you stop and listen for a while, you realize that a lot of things that you thought that you were over, you're not. You know, like a lot of things that we thought that we were over in life, we're not. And what that means is that since we're not over these things, they are stored within us. They are stored in our heart. I'm talking about forgiveness. I'm talking about being sad for something that happened years ago. I'm talking about being miserable for or angry for something that happened years and years ago. I'm talking about things that happened that we don't even know happened, or we don't even, or we just try to suppress over the years. We haven't gotten over these things. And these things are causing us to have pain and muscle soreness and a whole bunch of stuff, and it keeping our life the same. Our life ain't improving. Our life ain't going nowhere. We're not getting better. We're not getting stronger. We're not trusting ourselves. We're not building faith. We're not building love. We're in the same crappy relationships. We're in the same jobs. We're in the same poverty situation mindset. We're in the same everything. And you realize that the reason why we are the same as we are and we cannot change is because we have the same built up energy that we have always had. And I want us to know for a fact that a lot of things that you thought that you were over, you are not over. See, a lot of things are stored in our lower chakras. We have so much stuff stored in our lower chakras. We have so much guilt and shame. We have so much insecurities. We got so much pain. We got so much anger. We got so much fear. We got so much stuff that's in us, and we don't take the time to just step away from life. Because the thing that we consider life is, oh, we stress. Oh, we gotta work, we gotta pay the bills, and that's what we consider as life. But I want you to today to consider life as you, because you are life. You don't have life. I want you to consider life as who you are and what you are, the essence of you. You are life. See, many of us, we separate life from us. My life. See, when you say my life, there's separation. You are life. You know what I mean? And then when you realize that you are life, and you are the one that's going, and life is going through you, and life is you are just expressing life in your way, it makes you realize that, man, what is going on? What am I doing? If I am life and I have this power, and life is not constant, life continues to change. As life evolves, it changes. If you are not evolving and changing, then you are not expressing life. You are literally expressing death. There's death upon you. There's death knocking on your house. And I'm not talking about a physical death right now. I'm talking about more of a spiritual death. I'm talking about more of an emotional death. I'm talking about more of a death that you cannot even begin to understand, because where there's no growth, there is no life. And you look behind you and you see life. You see how life just grows and we think is ugly, we think is weeds, we think is just things, but life grows, life continues to grow, life continues to grow, life continues to appear and action. So what am I saying? What am I saying? I'm saying you got to be aware. See, I was I'm on a fast right now. I'm on a fast, and as you fast and you can, it's like your mind slows down a little bit. As you're fasting, your mind, especially when you're really spiritually connected, it's like your mind slows down and it's like it focuses on certain things. It focuses on certain things. See, somebody said when you are hungry, you only have one want to eat. But when you are full, you have all these damn wants. You have all these desires. And as you are hungry, actually, because you're not really hungry anymore, because I'm not hungry right now. But as you are hungry, it's like everything slows down. You know what I mean? Like it's like everything slows down. It stops. What I'm saying is this right here. You have time to think and you have time to see. You have time to see who you really are. You have time to see what's important, in your life. You have time to see a whole bunch of stuff that you haven't seen before. I wanna remind us, I wanna remind you all, man, the energy that we need for all these things, the energy that you need for healing is within you. The energy that you need for love is within you. The energy that you need for success is within you. The energy that you need for financial prosperity is within you. The energy that you need for healing is inside of you. But here's the problem. We give the energy for healing, we give that to our daily nonsense, our daily gossip. See, the energy that we require for healing, we don't really use it. We give it to someone else in our life. We give it to something else in our life. We give it to gossip. We give it to all this anger. We give it to all this frustration. We give it to all this bitterness. See, the energy that we need to have love and to love everything and to be loved, we give it to our insecurities. Instead of instead of giving it to the love, we give it to our fears. We give it to our hates. We give it to our dislikes. See, the energy that we need to be kind, we give it to our untrust. We don't trust people. You see what I'm saying? So it's now we need to trust, but instead of trusting, we do the opposite. Instead of healing, we destroy ourselves. The energy that we need for healing, we literally use that energy and we destroy ourselves with our thoughts. One, we use the energy for healing in our negative thoughts, in our negative beliefs, in our negative stuff, in the foods that we eat. The energy that we need for everything in life, we have it within. But what happens? We give it away and we become powerless. Now we're dependent on pills. We're dependent on other people. We're dependent on people's prayers, people prayers that we don't even know. We're asking for prayers. We're dependent on the medical stuff. We're dependent on hospital. And we have this thing within us, but we don't use it because nobody has taught us how. This morning, after I meditated, I think I did it like about 45 minutes of meditation. And there was a pain in my ear and there was a pain in my arm. And you might be surprised. Listen to this. You might be surprised. Good morning. How are you all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you all for joining me. Hey, Father Rubies. You might be surprised. Listen to this. But this was my wake up call this morning. Not my wake up call, but this was my wake up thoughts and feeling. You might be surprised that when you conserve your energy, what does that mean, conserve your energy? It means when you hold your energy within your vessel, right? When you keep your energy inside, and stop paying. Because it's like this right here. I had to ask my son the other day. I taught him a good lesson. I had to teach him a lesson. And sometimes he don't like my lessons because it's kind of rough. My lessons are rough to my son because my son is 7 years old, but I'm trying to raise a man. I'm trying to raise a responsible man. Not no man who depends on the government or who depends on anyone else or who depends on a woman or even his mom or even me. I'm trying to raise, not trying, I am raising a son to depend on himself and life and put life with himself and become one with life. I'm trying to raise him to be successful and intelligent. So my son, I gave my son had some money. and he went to school. And when he went to school, I guess he took out his wallet and he gave his money away. He gave his money away to his friends. The teacher called me and told me, hey, Joshua, I got his money back, but he gave away his money. The money that was supposed to go to a book fair to buy his books. He said he's giving his money away to his friends, and I had to stop him. But all the friends give me back the money. So here it is. So Joshua wanted to buy books the next day. Joshua asked me, Daddy, I want this book. Son, you gave your money away. If you give your money away, even though your teacher gave it back to me, but the principal, you give the money away to your friends. Now you have no money left. If you have $20 and you give away $14, how much dollars do you have left? He said six. But I said, that's all the money that you have to buy books. Instead of 20, you got $6 back. He said, yes. I said, son, you got to learn that. You have to learn this. Listen, my point to you is this right here. We give away all of our energy to everything that we don't want. We give it to the work. We give it to our worries. We give it to our stress. We give it to all these things. We give it to people that we don't like. We give it to social media. We give it to videos. We give it to videos that we can't stand. We give it to people that we can't stand and who can't stand. We give our energy to the foods that we eat that destroys our bodies and our flesh. And then you want to talk about why can't I be healed? I need healing. I need love. I need relationships. I need all this stuff. How can you get the energy that you already dispersed? As soon as we wake up in the morning, man, thank you for the gifts. As soon as we wake up in the morning, man, all we do is as we think and think and think. As because whatever you give your energy, whatever your attention goes, your energy flows. And as we think about all these stuff, your energy is just leaving you. Every time we're thinking about relationships that ain't been relationships in the past 20 years. Relationships have been broken, have been destroyed, and we still putting energy to it. We're talking about we have dead relationships. We're talking about we have dead situations in our life. We're talking about we have things that's been happening to us as kids and it's being done, and we're giving our energy to dead things. And you realize and you wonder, why are you so exhausted? It's because you're giving a dead person CPR. You're giving life to dead things, which means that it's just one way. There's no there's no reciprocation. There's no coming back. What? How can you give away your energy and still have to healing? How can you give away your energy and still need it and don't want? You wondering why you don't love? I can't love. See, many of us, man, Lord have mercy. Many of us, our heart is still broken. Man, I was doing my meditation for the past couple of days, and every time it's like when I go in deep meditation, my heart just feels heavy. I don't. I'm like, do I have stuff in there still I haven't dealt with? But as I keep doing it and doing it, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. People, I'm telling you, there's stuff inside of you that you haven't gotten rid yet. You haven't gotten rid of these energies yet. And the longer it takes you to get rid of these energies, is the longer the energies get a hold of you. And when these energies keep a hold of you, when these energies stay inside of you, man, your back pain starts. I'm talking about the knee problem. I'm talking about menstrual cramps. I'm talking about headaches. I'm talking about insecurities. I'm talking about anger. I'm talking about I'm talking about all these anxiety, panic attacks. This is what creates these things. Is they stored energy because nobody wants to get rid of them. Nobody wants to do the work, and nobody even think that they are sick anymore. People think that they are just normal because everyone, all they talk about is the same nonsense. When you go on social media, all you hear is the same garbage, the same people talking the same crap. And then everybody adopting those slick sayings, they're adopting those things. So everybody think it's normal. It's normal to not trust. I don't trust nobody. You think that's normal to not trust anyone? That means your heart is broken. If you have no trust, then your heart is messed up. If your heart ain't working, trust is broken. That's the first, that's one of the first incidents. I mean, that's one of the first realizations that if your heart, if you can't trust, your heart is no good. So therefore, to fix your heart, you got to learn to trust again, no matter what you feel. See, you've been dependent on your feelings for too long, and your feelings was a result of your past situation. But now you're not going through your same situation, but you're feeling the same. You're not going through the same hurt. Listen, let me tell you what stress is. If a lion see a zebra and the zebra see the lion, at that moment, the stress in the zebra and the lion both arises. As the stress in their bodies arises, what happens is that their adrenaline glands, sends all the energy of both animals, fight or flight, to their legs and their arms. Okay, so now the zebra develop all the strength in his arms and his legs to flee, hide, or fight. Either his jawbone gets stronger because that's how energy is dispersed. Either his jawbone gets stronger, or his legs get stronger, or he just take off. When he reaches to that point of he's being safe, the stress goes because there's no need for it anymore. There's no need for it. Here we are. Here we are. Why is he talking like this? Brother, but here we are, right? We are just here. I let that person distract me for a while. Why did I let him distract me? You see how energy is just dispersed? We're giving our energy to all these stuff, and we're giving our energy to prolonged stress. Once you give your energy to all these prolonged stress, all these prolonged situations, and all this stuff, you have none that you need for your relationship to give to your children. You see, listen, back in the days, right? Back in the days, Abraham's and Isaac and Isaiah and all these dudes in the Bible, what they did, they called their sons around and they blessed their sons. That means with their manifestations, with their mindset, with their energy, they blessed their sons. We can't bless our kids anymore because in us there's no blessing, there's no love, there's no hope, there's no trust, there's no faith, there's nothing. All we have is insecurities, anger, frustration, drama, gossip, hate. That's all we carry. How can we bless our kids while carrying these things? We can't bless our children now. No, our children is growing up. Look at our world. Look at our society. Look at our relationships. Look at our marriages. Look at our lives. We have none. There's nothing in us. There's nothing in us. And now we are frustrated, we are scared, and now our anxiety is building up even more because now, literally, you believe that you have lost control. Have you lost control? You have. Because once, if you cannot give yourself, see, listen, you know what? And here's the thing that's crazy. Without your help, without any help from you, right? Without any help from you, the body, you are breathing. You don't have to try to breathe. It happens naturally. Even when you sleep. Even when you sleep, you're breathing. Your heart is pumping blood. Even when you sleep, you're not doing it. You ain't doing none of them things. You digesting your food. You listen. You ain't doing nothing. You are doing so much is going on within you, and you're not doing anything. It's just happening. There's so much strength and miracles going on inside of you right now in your body. You're not doing anything. When you have a cut, that thing heals up. And it's not you doing it. It's to breathe, to digest your food, your heart to pump blood, to beat, for all your kidneys to work, your mind to think. Then how are you doing the work to get sick? That's the problem. This is the problem. You know how to get sick, but you don't know how to heal. You know how to be poor, but you don't know how to be rich. You know how to be broke. You have no idea how to be wealthy. You know how to be angry. You know how to not trust. And you know how to have insecurities, but you don't know how to love and have peace. You don't know these things because naturally you just set on self-destruction. And when you realize that, if love and trust and peace and happiness and joy don't come naturally, then you're on a path to self-destruction. This is something that you have to work on. Listen, I'm telling you all, man, we are so sick. And this is because we disperse all all our energy out. As soon as we wake up in the morning, wherever our attention goes, our energy flows. As we think about work, we wake up in the morning, think about work. Think about your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, your wife. What's going on? The same problems from yesterday. It's like everything transfer. Everything that you have been doing transfers over. Everything keeps transferring over to the next day. So you carry in the next day for the every day of your life. You carry in the past days for every day of your life. So all your energy is going to the past days. If your energy is dispersing out, you have nothing left inside. There's nothing for healing. There's nothing for love. There's nothing for peace. There's nothing for control. There's nothing for riches. There's nothing for abundance. I don't care what you say with your mouth. You could say you were Christian all day, you were Muslim all day, you were a believer all day. It doesn't matter what you say. You can say whatever you want to say. Many of us we want to hide behind religion, hide behind all these things when our life is shitty. Life is shitty, but you hiding talking about you have a religion. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you have. It's what you carry inside. That's what counts. I carry Jesus inside. Well, if you carry Jesus inside, Jesus parted the. I mean, Jesus turned water to wine. He healed the blind man. He healed the sick. He did this. He did that. He did this. How come in you is still so much drama? How come in you is still so much unfinished business? How come there's so much sexuality that you have to express every single day? How come there's so much perversion? How come there's so much negativity? How come there's so much anger? How come there's so much hurt? Then you're gonna say, "Hey, Queen Leah, how you doing?" Then you're gonna say, "Well, I'm not perfect." You are perfect. You just keep practicing imperfect stuff. Then you're gonna say, "Well, I'm just a man." A man is a manifestation of God. How are you just a man? A man is, but if you learn to control your energy, I don't care what you are. See, a tree is just a tree, but a tree holds its energy inside. So when the storm comes, when the winter comes, when the hot summer comes, it still stands, and every season it continues to blossom into beautiful plants, beautiful flowers, beautiful whatever it blossoms. The trees, the leaves grow back, everything happens, and everything just. But we as humans, once we broke, we broke. Once you broke, you stay down. Once you get damaged, you stay down. My heart is broke. Let me tell you something, right? I have learned this. Many of us are stuck still in the past relationships that still have us talking about we're not healed. I'm looking for healing. I'm not healed yet. Many of us are still stuck in that mindset. Let me tell you something. Do you know when you're in a relationship, when you're in a relationship and the relationship go wrong, you've been with somebody for 20 years and it goes wrong. It's not your heart that's broken. It's your mind. It's not your heart. It's your mind because you don't want to accept. See, you thought you had this. Your identity was hidden behind a specific relationship. Your worth and your identity and who you think you are was hidden within the relationship. It was in it. So now that the relationship is broken, you think your heart broken. Your heart is not broken. It's your mind that needs to accept your reality. Listen, a heartbreak is not what you think it is. A heartbreak is you actually accepting the reality that this is the truth. And it's actually a heartbreak is just you accepting the truth about where you stand with your life. That's what it is. That's what it is. And you think, my heart is broken. I'm so sad. It's not, you are sad because what you think was supposed to happen, what you believe and what you wanted to happen, what you saw that was going to happen is not happening anymore. What you saw the person to be is not who he is or who she is. What you expected is not that anymore. So now you are disappointed. You are literally, your mind has literally, you think that it becomes an enemy. So now the reason why you keep thinking about it is because of disappointment. It's not because of love. Because let me tell you what love is. Let me tell you what love is. Simple. Let me tell you what love is. Listen to this simple understanding of what love is, right? I look at my daughter the other day. And I'm always, when it comes to with my children, I'm always thinking. Every time everything they do, I notice and I bring them back a reality, Or maybe that's why maybe that's why they consider us enlightened. But everything I see enlightens me to a different part of life. I see my daughter love her mom. I see my daughter went to her mother, loving on her, and I'm right there. and she's not loving on me. But you know what though? I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. There was no jealousy, there was no anger, and that's the normal situation. There was no anger, there was no resentment. I'm allowing her to love who she loves because that's who she is. And then when it's my turn, it's gonna be my turn. You know what? Children love unselfishly because you realize that love is allowing people to be themselves. Love is allowing you to be yourself. Love is not all the things that we put on it. Love is not all that's conditioned. And if you love me, you won't do this and you won't do that. Love is just the one thing about love is this. Once you love, love is you. Yes. Once you love, you will protect. That very thing that you love, you will protect with the highest level of security that you have. Let me tell you this. Think about it. When you love something, you protect it at all costs because that thing that you love becomes a part of you. It becomes it becomes connected to you. It becomes one of the strongest connections that you'll ever experience. It speaks to you. It sends frequency and vibrational knowledge and wisdom to you. You understand it. There's understanding. There is a deep understanding of that thing. It don't matter if it's a person, a thing, or listen, it doesn't matter. If it's a tree that you love, there's an understanding. Listen, this is me, this is you. I know that you gotta be you and I gotta be me. And I will allow myself to be me, and you allow yourself to be you and do as you please. And if when the time comes, right? When the time comes that I have to pass or you have to part, I have to part. It is okay because I'm still carrying you within my heart. I don't have to be with you. I don't have to have sex with you. I don't have to be around you. So the reason why we hurt so much in relationship, especially after we're broken up, because it's not due to love. It's due to attachment. It's due to you taking something to improve your worth. You taking something from the outside to improve your happiness. You taking something from the outside to make you happy. You taking something and you using something or someone to change your feeling within. And anything that you use from the outside to change your feelings within becomes destructive. It becomes destructive because you cannot use anything on the outside of you to improve who you are. Listen, because you know why? Because when you were born, right? When you were born, codependent, exactly. When you were born, let me tell you what happened. When you were born, when you were created, see, you look at yourself as a human too much. You look at yourself as a human too much. Baby, not wearing the shoes, okay? Go inside. You're not wearing the shoes, okay? Huh? I know. Go ahead and go inside, okay? Good, good. My daughter run outside when she heard my voice. What was I saying? Where was I? I'm sorry. Where was I? Where was I? But Abu was good. Is destroy while you feel destroy. The reason, yeah, you know me, don't you? Montrese, what's good, girl? Oh my God. Ah, when you were born, right? Thank you. When you were born, let me tell you what happened. Many of us think that we're just humans, but many of us don't realize the fact that here's the thing. Here's the thing. Before the year, and you can study this if you want to, before the year 453 AD, the church practiced, Christianity practiced reincarnation. Okay? The church literally practiced reincarnation. And since the church, if you practice reincarnation, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Okay, never mind. That's a different lesson. I'm not going to go there. I don't feel like going there. That's a long explanation. I don't feel like going there. Let me tell you this, though. I will add to this next time I come on live about what I'm going to say right now. I'm not going to explain it right now because I don't really want to. Here's the thing. Hey, Sakura Rose, how are you? Here's the thing, right? You think that you were born here as a baby, as a human being, and you have no idea why you're here, and you think that somebody brought you here just to suffer and just to live. You are brought here to experience the life that you chose before you came here. You are brought here to experience a life that you chose before you were born. Listen, before you was created, before you were born, I knew you. That means you existed. You came here to experience the life in a different dimension. I mean, listen, picture everyone is in heaven with God, right? I want you to open, don't hold on to a certain belief right now. I want you just, for a second, I want you to release the belief in what you believe just for a second so that you can hear me out without blockage to what I'm saying. Okay? Can you all do that for me? Just to not, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to not block what I'm saying. And it's not about accepting what I'm saying or believing what I'm saying. I'm talking about, I want you all to just hear from a different little, just, yeah, yeah, maybe. Not, I said, because I don't know. But just imagine, everybody's in heaven. God created all his angels, all of us up there in heaven. In heaven, there's a high frequency. Frequency is high because we call it heaven. So the frequency, the vibrational frequency in those fifth and sixth dimension, it is so high. That is love. It has to be in love. It has to be all pure, 100% unconditional, ununderstood love. This is love that maybe we can't understand it at this level of our journey right now, at where we stand right now. Maybe we can't understand it. But here we are, up there, perfect, perfect, perfect angels. We are suns and moons. We are daughters of God. We are pure energy. We are just love. We are perfect. Imagine being perfect. What the hell do you learn? How are you pleased with yourself when there's no growth? If there's perfection and you're all perfect, there's no need. Where's the growth at? Right? Where's the growth? So imagine these angels are like, man, this is bogus. Like, damn. God, dang, God, let's go down there for a second, man. Like, God, just, like, damn, let's do something. And God is like, wait, you all don't appreciate this? You all don't appreciate this? And they're like, well, we do, but I mean, we want to see something different. We want to experience something differently. We want to see something different. So God is like, wait. So you all don't appreciate you. So I build you all a perfect world, a perfect union, perfect spirit, perfect everything, perfect soul, perfect energy, perfect love. Where as you think, everything happens. As you think, see, in a high frequency, the as you think, What- okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? They're trying to block me. Huh? Can you hear me now? Oh no, what just happened? Can you hear me now? Am I good or not? Oh man. Okay, y'all can hear me now. Okay, good. 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 Oh, muted. Man. I don't even know where I left off. Maybe that means I should stop, huh? I don't know where I left off. Oh man. It's still bad connection still? Man. I don't know what's going on with my connection. I don't know why. It's bad. Hold on, let me see something. Can you all see me and hear me? Let me go in my garage. Maybe. Okay, we were in heaven. Okay. 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 I'm back. Can you all see me now? Man, I keep. Okay, y'all can see me and hear me now? Okay, good. All right, later, Florence. Um, here's the thing. My point, my point that I wanted to make is very simple. My point that I wanted to make is very simple, right? The energy that you desire, the energy that you want, the energy that you see, everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. And I need you all to realize the energy that you need for healing, you have it. The energy that you need for love and relationships and peace and financial prosperity and for wealth and for your ambitions and for your goals and for your purpose, you have it within. What I'm saying is this right here. Stop giving it out for free. Stop conti- Put a stop to the continuation of giving it out to things that you don't want in your life. Because whatever you give energy to begins to grow. Anything that you give your attention to begins to grow. This is why you see people on social media and people just, you know, we give our energy to them and they can't sing, they can't do this, they can't dance. And as you give the energy to them, because everybody keep laughing at them and everybody keep laughing at them, everybody keep playing them and acting the fool and sharing them and joking with them. And as we give energy to them, they grow. Regardless, it grows. They have to grow. But here we are. We're giving our energy to relationship that's dead. We're giving our energy to things that we can't stand. We're giving our energy to gossip. We're giving our energy to pain. We're giving our energy to things that we can't understand. We're giving our energy to our insecurities because we keep focusing on our insecurities. Just because you go outside and you don't like how you look, midlife was good, girl. Just because you go outside and you don't like how you look doesn't mean that you gotta keep thinking about it. You don't like how you look because you keep thinking about it. And once your thought, if a thought is impressed on your mind and you focus on the thought, that thought grows and it grows and it grows, then it becomes a belief. Then the belief grows and it grows and it becomes a personality. And as it grows and grows, the personality becomes it's just who you are. It's just who you become. It's not really what just it started from a thought. And here we are, we're giving our energy to all these things. Our energy is going to things that we cannot stand, to things that don't better us, to things that we hate, to things that don't make us better humans. And then what we do, we go and pay someone. We go to the doctor because now we built up so much energy, our bodies are sick because our bodies are not made to carry this energy. And then since you are sick, now you start calling yourself, I'm just a man, I'm just a woman, I'm only human. And nothing wrong with you but your thoughts and your sick beliefs. Because now you are creating and you are injecting foreign energies into your body. And your body is not made to ingest negative energy. So now that you have your cells, they are positive and negatively charged. Those negative ones are sucked up. And what they do, they destroy your cells who are trying to fight every peace and every love, all the things that you want. Those things ain't strong enough because as you want it, I want to be rich. I want to be happy. But my energy goes to, but I don't like how I look. So instead of focus on your happiness, you focus on how you feel, not realizing that your thoughts are driven from your feelings that are driven from your thoughts, who are driven from your feelings. So as you feel strongly about it, you think more about it. And as you think more strongly about it, you feel more about it. And as you feel more, you think more. And as you feel, you attract. And as you attract, you have. And as you have, you can't stand it. And it destroys you. So you are literally destroying yourself. You are literally destroying the you that you want to bless, the you that you want to build. You are destroying the you that you want to be. And then when you're in relationships, you ask somebody a question about work or about relationship, they tell you there's one thing: be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Here's the thing: don't be yourself because ain't yourself is not making you happy. Yourself ain't good enough because you have tainted yourself. You have destroyed yourself. You have taken away your power. Don't be yourself. Stop being yourself. That's the problem. You're being yourself too much. And yourself, the one that you are right now, it's not good enough. It's not strong enough. It's not conscious enough. It's not intuitive enough. It's not smart enough. It's not intelligent enough. Stop being yourself. Stop telling people to be themselves. Don't be yourself. Stop being yourself for 1 minute. Just stop. Be something better. Be someone better. Be that person that you seek to be. But to be better, you have to take on and embody that energy that you want to be. And when you take on the energy and you embody the energy, then you could be somebody better. And until you get to the point when you where you are being better, then you be yourself. But for right now, stop being yourself. Yourself can't attract what you want. Yourself can't make you smile. Yourself can't make you successfully happy. Yourself can't make you financially free. Yourself can't make you find love. Yourself can't make you keep a relationship. Stop being that. That's the problem. Stop being yourself. But nobody want to be themselves anyways. People are so pretentious. People are out there. No, no, people don't even know who they are because now yourself is sexual. You have sexualized yourself too much. You have lowered yourself too much. You have angered yourself too much. You have ignored yourself too much. See, we're giving our energy to so much things on the outside that the inside is suffering. We have given ourselves, we have given energy to all our pains, our diseases, our thoughts, our beliefs, our past, especially our past. Giving our energy as we keep thinking about it, not realizing that wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. So we keep thinking about all these things. We keep thinking and we're thinking. I remember when I was molested, when I was raped, and as you keep feeling that rape, you feel the energy of the rape, and that life just brings you back to the same point again. So now you're reliving it, and as you are reliving it, you are denying today. You are literally denying today's energy. You are denying what is right now to focus on what happened. And as you do that, man, you are ignoring life, and life. People think life is not for me. Life is against me. Life is this. Life is hard. Let me tell you, life is you, and you are life. You see what I'm saying? Spiritual angel, what's good, man? Life is you, and you are life. There is no separation. Just like the Bible says, listen, not even there's nothing could separate you from the love of God. Not pain, not hate, not anger, not no one. Not no power could separate you from the love of God. Nothing could separate you from life until God says it's time. You are life. Can't you see that? People, take the energy that you have every day and push it towards what you want it to be. Whatever you want to be, take your energy there. Whatever you want to have, put your energy there. But when you put energy to, yeah, I don't trust no one. Everybody is just claiming to not trust. I don't trust anyone. How did that become so popular? I don't trust nobody. I said, I don't trust nothing. Don't, and then we give the same advice to everybody. We give it to our children. Don't trust no one. That's not how you were made to be. You are suffering. You are suffering. If you give me something, I'm gonna give you back. Whatever energy that you give me, I'm gonna give you. Why? The only reason why you could give it because you have it. The only reason why you could give me back drama and insecurities and pain is because you have it within you. The only thing that you could give is what you have. And if you could give me that pain back, and that frequency back, and that rudeness back, and that selfish back, and that all the negative things back, it's because you have it too. That means you ain't no better than me. You be on the same level. If you could reciprocate it, it means you have it. Just because you didn't start it doesn't mean that it still don't affect you. It's still karma. So we want to give back everything. I want to give. Oh, I'm gonna give. I'm gonna treat you like how you treat me. Why? That's easy. Anybody could do that. My son could do that. My daughter could do that. My daughter could do that. My son could do that. It's not hard. It's simple. If you hate me, I hate you back. Oh, you see people on social media preaching, you don't like me, I don't like you. What? And we keep hearing these things, and these things having millions of views. Millions of views going around. If you do me this, I'm going to do you this. Millions of views. We have relationships that can't stand because people don't have trust. So instead of building their trust and putting their energy to trust, they're putting their energy to what they think that will happen if they don't do this and what they think is going to happen because the people that they pick in their life ain't no good. So they know for a fact tomorrow he's going to do this and he's going to do this. I know for a fact it's coming. I know for a fact it's coming. I know for a fact it's coming. Whatever you expect will happen. Whatever you expect will happen. If you want to see something, just expect it. because you will find whatever you are looking for. The Bible says, knock and the door shall be open. Seek and ye shall find. Whatever you seek, you have to find. And here we are, finding ourselves with insecurities and pain and anger and disease and illness, not realizing that it's because you're looking for them. And as you look for them, your intuition and your subconscious mind brings you to them. Not your intuition, but the frequency that you're sending out is bringing you to them, is leading you to them. Because whatever you see in your mind, you have to experience on a physical, in the physical existence. Whatever you see in your mind, you have to bring to a physical reality. That's how you were created. That's how powerful you are. You are a creator. You are so powerful that whatever is impressing your subconscious mind, you bring into a physical reality. That if that's not strong and perfection, I don't know what is. That is perfection in the highest way. But just because you choose to bring anger, you choose to bring poverty, you choose to bring pain and diseases, you choose to bring all these things, you think life is against you. You don't even know that you're the one bringing it. You don't even know that you are the one who is doing it to yourself. You don't even know all those thoughts and beliefs and all this nonsense that you carry. You don't even know the past. You don't even understand that the past is already gone. You don't even understand that it's done. And as it's done, stop feeling that which was done to you 10 years ago. Because the more you feel it, is the more you attract more. Listen, stop feeling. You know how much energy, you know how much of your energy, you know how much of You know how much of the percentage? You know how much percentage is your feeling when it comes to manifestation? You know how powerful your feelings are when it comes to manifestation? When it comes to manifestation, feelings is about 80%. 60 to 80%. Let's say 75% is feelings. Because if you feel it, that's your frequency. Feeling is your frequency. See, the body creates, see, your thoughts create emotions, and your thoughts create, see, all these thoughts creates a chemical thing in your body. Those chemical things are called feelings. And as you feel the chemical things, those feelings, those feelings leave your body, leave your subconscious, leave your consciousness, leave and go out and attract those who are thinking and feeling like you. And they are vibrating like you. They are vibrating the same frequency that you vibrate in. And those people are seeing you. And as you vibrating to them, as you vibrate in the same frequency, thinking the same thing, they are seeing you and they are attracted to you. They are drawn to you because you feel it and thinking the same way, the same how, with the same lower vibe. And as you are drawn to them and you're like, oh my God. And this is how you match. You become a perfect match. Just because you might be in a better place, as in physical or financial or whatever, doesn't mean that you're any better. It means that you're on the same. You can't be with someone who people who are vibing higher don't really not really drawn to people who are not. You see what I'm saying? People who are vibrating at a higher frequency, at a higher rate, they don't really vibrate in, especially in an intimate way, to people who are not. There's really nothing to. There's no. The conversation is not the same. The frequency is not the same. The same. Okay, let me explain to you frequency. My one last thing, and I'm done. Okay. 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 Here it is right here. Picture frequency. There's a frequency here. Can you hear me still? I'm about to picture. I'm about to let you all explain. I'm about to let you all understand frequency a bit more, because I think it's used so much that many of us don't get it. It's used so much, but since it's used so much, everybody expect you to actually know what it means, and many of us don't know what it means. So I want to break it down a little bit, okay? I want to give you a picture of frequency. What I mean when people say frequency, okay? Frequency. Right now, there's a beat somewhere out there that you can't hear. There's a beat in the universe. maybe is around you. The beat is this. Now, this is the beat going on around you, right? Now, every day, your beat becomes, this is your beat that you walking at. So when you walking at this beat, naturally, the universal frequency is going a little bit different. The frequency is this one, okay? So you have two different frequencies. Uh, uh. Now yours is, so now one day you hear this frequency, for some reason, something you felt good, something happened in your life, that the kids graduated high school or you got married, and your frequency, you tapped into the frequency, the same one, and now as you align to the same frequency, that frequency that was playing first, you are in alignment with. And you, as you become in alignment with the frequency, now there's information being downloaded and sent to you. Frequency is a carrier of information. So now, as you step in the same frequency, when you walk in this frequency, right? You walk in the same beat. When you walk in the same beat, you get the information. That's why you stay on the same beat, the same level. So now you are up there. So when somebody comes dancing next to you with a lower frequency, a slower frequency, you're like, hey, what are you doing? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. We don't match. I'm walking this way. I'm hearing this in my head, dancing to this beat. And you there dancing to, we're on two different frequencies. The dance is not smooth. It's rocky. The tone that our voice is carrying is not the same. You cannot understand my tone, and I can't understand yours. We're moving at two different rhythms. It's not working. You all get what I'm saying, right? You all get what I'm saying. So now, instead of realizing, you all know what I'm saying, right? Let me know if you all know what I'm saying, please, because I don't want to keep going and you all know. There's always a frequency going on. And when you align to that frequency of what you want, then you become in sync with that beat. You become in sync with the information. You become in sync with the intuition part. You become in sync with all the things, that all the information that the frequency is carrying is what now you carrying, because now you're on the same wavelength. Good. I'm glad you get it. So now when you have somebody, you meet somebody, sometimes your frequency drop. Sometimes your frequency drops. Sometimes life catches you off guard. Sometimes things catch you off guard and your frequency drop. And when your frequency drop, you start dancing a little slow. You know, your dance becomes slow. Now you're pissed off. Maybe somebody left you, somebody broke your heart, somebody got on your nerve, your boss pissed you off at work. And now you walk in today, you walk in that. So now, as you walk in now, somebody who's been walking like this for 20 years, you tapped into their frequency. So now, oh, shoot, look at you. You notice them. They notice you. And you're like, oh my God, you are fine. This is chemistry. I love this. Because now the information, you are supported by the information that this beat is carrying. The frequency is carrying all this same similar information. And it's not based on what you have. And it's not based on your cars. It's not based on your house. See, it's not based on your religion. It's based on the same wavelength. If you're on the same wavelength, then you feel the same. That means it's the feelings that's drawing me to you. This is what's called chemistry. Say it with me. Chemistry. No, no, no. Say it with me. Chemistry. So people ask me, is chemistry good? You have to have chemistry. What is chemistry? Chemistry is a feeling that you have inside that is familiar to what you once knew. Chemistry is a feeling that you once knew that you look for again. It's like that first time you smoke weed or the first time that you took crack or coke, you're looking for the same high again. So the chemistry in the crack is so high, but you can't find that same high again because you already felt it once. Let me tell you, sometimes stop looking for the same chemistry in different places. Stop looking for the same feelings in different people. Stop looking for the same feelings in different jobs. Listen, you got to create your own feelings because if not, your feelings are past records of the past. That's all feelings are, is records of the past. So now you have to create your own feeling to match the beat that you want to go like. Sometimes you got to start dancing. And when you start dancing, is when the beat drop. You got to start, listen, stop trying to figure out the music. Start dancing and let the beat come with you. And whoever is not in sync with your beat don't need to be dancing with you. Stop going for the same feeling and the same thing all the time. Create yours. Create your own feelings. Create your own dance. Create your own moves. But here's the problem. We're working on two different beats. The dance ain't smooth. He's stepping on your toes. You stepping on his toes. Frequency is off. We can't move straight. Have you ever danced with someone who going all over the place and you trying to just stay there and do something and they doing something else? Then you're like, what the? Nah. See, but in relationships, and I don't care what type, intimate, friendship, platonic, parents, family, and relationships, what we do is this. When you drop that one day to the lower frequency and you meet that one person who was vibing at the frequency for 20 years, that person being at the frequency for 20 years, you being at the frequency because you allow something to piss you off. Now you are attracted to him, he or her, and they are attracted to you. It becomes chemistry. You believe it is going to work. Now you marry this person, hoping that this person is going to change because you being in a high place, you know what a higher frequency feels like. You being in love, pure love. You being in this thing. You being doing this. You being careful. You being higher match. You being a higher frequency. This person never felt the higher frequency before. You have. You realize I can't stay in this frequency that you on. How do you do this? And he's like, but you met me this way. And you were like, but yes, but I thought you would change. Well, and he's like, but why? Because in your mind, you thought, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. In your mind, you thought this is where you've been all your life. You thought he probably just dropped that one day too. You met him at a one day drop. Just like because you had a one day drop and your frequency got low for the one day, and the next month your stuff came high again. You expected the same thing, not realizing that he or she has probably been in the same frequency for 20 years and have never experienced a higher vibrational frequency. So you know what you do? You are feeling me? Am I talking too much? I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to talk too much. You are feeling me, right? Woo! This is where it gets sweet. This is where it gets sweet. Queen Hiroshi was good. I'm glad you are feeling me. So now, instead of realizing that the dance ain't working, my toes keep being stepped on. I keep hurting myself. This this frequency situations I can't live. You know how hard it is to live with the same to live with two different frequency in the same house? You know how hard it is to be in two different frequency living amongst the same under the same some of y'all know. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You know how hard it is to live with two different people going a different beat. Speaking of, see, because when you're on a different frequency, your language change. There becomes a huge communication slash language barrier. Because again, what is frequency? Frequency is the travel of information. Frequency is the passing of information from one person to another or from one thing to another because everything has frequency, everything vibrates. As you vibrate, energy or information is passed from one to the other. If your frequency ain't matched, a lot of times you realize it in your relationships, nothing that you could say. Hey, sissy, how are you doing, Erica? Nothing that you could say, the person understand. Every time you speak, they want to argue. Every time you want to speak your mind and speak your heart, they're thinking that you mad or you want to argue again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Ah, I gotta hear you. I gotta hear you complain. No, I'm just speaking my mind. That means you're on different wavelengths. It is almost impossible. I would say it's impossible. But for you all, it is almost impossible to be in a relationships on two frequencies. Now, hear this right here. Here's what we don't trust in relationship. It's not the problem why relationships don't work is because you keep meeting people on your frequency. I gotta I gotta bring back that one. I gotta bring back that one. I got that one was a little wait, what now? Wait, it don't work. I thought you said when we on same frequency, it works. The reason why your relationship hasn't been successful is because you keep meeting people on your same frequency. Here's the problem. You are trying to change your frequency. Hold on. Kirk, how can I elevate, how can I increase my frequency? If you are increasing your frequency, don't meet people. Because if you meet somebody when your frequency is low, you're going to attract them. Then when you raise yours, they still at theirs. When you raise your frequency, they're gonna still be at their frequency. And now you're like, this ain't working. The problem is you are meeting people on your same frequency. And the frequency that you are on, you hate. You hate how you think, you hate how you feel, you hate your past, you hate your history, you hate this, you hate how you look, you hate this. Your frequency is low. This is why he's not working. It's not because he ain't got enough money. It's not because she don't have enough big breasts or big butts. It's not because they're not beautiful enough. It's because they're on two different frequencies. You think all this time, I don't trust people. It's you. You are meeting yourself and you don't like yourself. Is that too much for somebody? Is that too much for someone? Is that too much for someone? Drop the mic, right? Is that, did I go too far? Did I go too? I went too far. Listen, I'm fasting right now, so I have a lot of energy. So excuse my expression. I'm fasting. I haven't eaten. I haven't drinking water. I just came from a walk in this hot Arizona weather, and I'm thirsty. But I'm gonna keep going. So excuse my energy. If I ain't hungry after this, I ain't gonna ever be hungry again. And I shall thirst no more after this. If I'm not thirsty right now. Listen, if you on a frequency, if you're on a frequency that you don't like, stop meeting people there. Why would you meet somebody? Why would you go to a club? Meet somebody in the club, knowing that you hate going to the club. I'm only here for this one time. I hate the club scene, but I met this nice guy or nice girl there. Now next year, when this person want to go back to the club with you all the time, you mad. I don't understand why you keep wanting to go to the club. That's where you met me. I was on that frequency. Just because you only came to that frequency for one night doesn't mean that I was only there for one night. I keep being there. I've been there for years before. I keep going. I like it. It's the way I'm on. It's what I do. This is what I feel. I love the beat. I'm walking to the same beat of the club. You're not. Don't work. We have all these things that we want in relationships for us to be better. We want all this. He or she gotta have this amount of money. He gotta bring this to the table. I don't know what table. Yeah, he gotta do this. He gotta do this. He gotta be able to do this. Penis size gotta be this. Breast size gotta be this. Booty size gotta be this. You gotta be able to do this. Sex gotta be off the chain. This gotta be and this. And we have all these things, but we never find the same frequency. Physical things doesn't equal up to a frequency. Physical things are just physical things. Physical things are dead. Physical things carry a low frequency. Physical things carry a low frequency. Let me tell you again, if you don't know. Physical things carry, I'm talking about physical things like cars and houses. They carry a low vibe. The wood is dead because it has been cut off from the tree. So the wood is dead. The concrete is dead. The bricks is dead. Whatever makes the house is dead. The car that has the plastic on it is dead. The metal is dead. Whatever is on the car is dead. It doesn't carry a high frequency. It carries high value because we value it. I'm talking about the frequency. I'm talking about the frequency. There's difference between value and frequency. Listen, I'm talking about two different things. Value is what you give. Frequency, you have no business over giving. Back again. Value is what you give to something. Listen, you could have an old shoe that you could have a shoe that or a necklace that your grandfather gave you, your great grandfather passed down through, and that necklace probably was worth $10. But just because that it was passed down from generation to generation, the value of it was high. Is high. You don't want to lose this. You love this thing. You want to put it in a safe, and you want to make sure it's always there. That's value. You put value to it. Frequency is not value. Frequency is vibration. It's how it's vibrating. Everything vibrates. So when you look for things or people with a nice job, a nice this, a nice car, a nice house, it doesn't mean that they have a high frequency. Listen, just because somebody have money doesn't mean that their frequency is high. People could actually use their energy, listen to this, to get money. I've seen many crooked people who are vibrating very low learn the trick of trading, learn tricks on manipulation, learn tricks of getting money. It doesn't mean that you have to be high frequency to have money. However, I have seen people with a high frequency have money too. See, I ain't one of them who gonna tell you, oh, it's not everybody who have money is good. I'm telling you, there are good people who have money too because they know how to balance their energy. If you depend on these things for a relationship, it's not gonna work. But when you have matching frequencies, when you have similar frequencies, that means communication door is open. That means the feelings is open. That means somebody actually care. That means there's compassion there. That means they are. Yeah, have you ever seen two ratchet people stay together for 25 years and you don't understand how? Because they're on the same frequency. One need each other. They are dependent on each other. Both of them is rowdy. One cheats and the other one just take it, and because she takes it or he takes it and he keep doing it, and that's how they communicate. He has to. A man who have a big ego needs a woman who tolerates it. So now, as his ego, listen, the people that we choose in life is a reflection of what we desire or what we need. You are feeling me? The people that we need in life is based on what we carry inside. People, an angry man, I would pick everything in life that makes me angry, that brings out my anger. See, a man who's manipulative, a woman who's manipulative, they will pick people and choose things that who could actually keep making them keep bringing out the same ugly, narcissistic, and manipulation tendencies. When you stop reacting to their stuff, they don't need you anymore. They can't use you anymore because now your yin is not your yang. Right now, your yin is their yang because you keep putting energy on it. And as you put energy on it, they get stronger. People, I got anger problems. People who have anger problems look for people unconsciously to bring out their anger. They are addicted to anger. So they have to use other people and situation and the traffic and the food and the kids and this and the this and this to bring out their anger because that's what they need. So everything, what is you, whatever comes out to you is what's inside of you. So now you want it to come out. So you meet people and you will draw people to you to bring it out. The reason why relationships don't work because you want someone to bring out your insecurities. You chose someone to bring out your anger. You chose someone to bring out your self-hate. You chose someone to bring out the way you think and how you feel about yourself. You choosing people to bring out the worst parts of you because you need to see it. It needs to come out anyways. But now that you see it's out, you gotta fix it. Listen, we need people sometimes to bring it out. But when it's out is when we need to acknowledge that this is there still. It was there. That means it's still there. Let me get rid of it. It's not him on her, on him on that, and this that makes you feel this way. You had it. It was in you. It was within you. You used him or her to get it out, just like your love. Just like your love. Your love was always inside of you. Your love was always within you. Matter of fact, your love was created as part of you. A matter of fact, you are created as love. Right now, you're looking for someone to bring it out because you don't know how to bring it out. So now you want a relationship, and it has to be intimate because you don't know how to bring it out any other way. You people, we choose people to bring things out of us. The reason why they're bringing it out is because it needs to come out so that you can see what it is. You need to see what it is. Trust yourself. The reason why yourself allow you to go through those things is because yourself need to evolve from those things. So it shows you these things because nobody looks inside. Everybody look outside. And as you look outside, it's going to reveal what's inside. Am I going too far? Am I making anybody feel uncomfortable yet? I don't mean to. I think I've been on here for too long. I didn't mean to be on here for too long. I didn't mean to be on here for too long. But you are feeling what I'm saying. Not for enough. Man, listen, listen, man, listen, listen. We have so much love inside of us, but we're looking for the perfect person to bring it out. We're looking for the perfect man, the perfect woman, the perfect this, not realizing that love is perfected. Love is perfected, not on the perfect person. See, the perfect person don't bring out your love. They bring out your comfort. What did I say? What did I say now? What? Oh, person don't bring out your love. They bring out your comfort zone. They bring out where you think you should be. They bring out their comfort zone. But the imperfect person bring out where you think you should be. They bring out their comfort zone. But the imperfect person, man, somebody just called me. My bad. Listen, the perfect person, but that person who's still living, who's still doing, who's still growing, who's still getting his stuff or her stuff, who's still going through life, and who's still experiencing, who's still getting to know themselves, who's still actually literally working on getting themselves, boy, it's a different type of love. See, we want to love when things look right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me still? Somebody said they can't hear. Can you hear me or not? Okay. Perfect love is experience. Perfect love is pulled out under things when things happen, when you see things for what they are, when you understand things for what they are. See, that's when love is real. See, love ain't real when everything meets your needs and meets your view and meets your description and meets your approval. I love. No, love. Right now, we're looking for the perfect person to bring out our perfect love, not realizing that number one, you don't need anyone. Listen, an angry person, to be honest, an angry person who carries angry within doesn't need anyone or anything to bring out the anger. They're angry. They just be angry always. But hey, what's going on, man? They're gonna use anything in life to make them angry. They're using how somebody walks across the street. They're using how somebody sneezes. They're using how somebody walks. They're using how somebody posts their pictures on social media. They're using how someone carry themselves. They're using a stranger that they saw in the mall. They're using someone that they saw that maybe have some type of handicap. They're using somebody that have some kind of insecurities. They're using these things to bring out their anger and their insecurities and their fear. They use anything and anyone. They use a piece of rock that they see in their driveway that shouldn't be there. People who have love in them, who think it's love that they have in them that they want to share, it's not love that you have. Because if it's love that you have, it will come out. If it's love you have, it will come out. Okay, maybe I'm going too far. If you have insecurities, your insecurities come out at different places, different times, anywhere. Don't matter. It doesn't matter what or where you are. When you have love, if your love ain't coming out all the time, it's not love. We just think that it's love. I need somebody to love. I just need somebody to love me. I want to just love and then love. Your love is, my Lord, have mercy. People reject your love. People don't reject love. People reject you. They don't reject your love. People reject love when they cannot vibrate on the same frequency as love. It's not your love that they're rejecting. It's that they are not vibrating on the same frequency. If you're not vibrating on the same frequency, they cannot understand it, they cannot recognize it, they don't realize it, they don't know it, they don't know what it is. So they ain't like they're rejecting it, they're just ignorant to it. Ignorance is real. So they're not rejecting your love. It's just because they're not vibrating on your same vibration or frequency. And I'm not saying that you probably have love. And listen, we're using all these things as excuses. We're using all these things of the past to make us feel comfortable in our walking day. We're using everything that we have passed in our lifetime and we have heard and we have viewed on social media. We're using all these things, the stories that we have been told, the things that we have experienced, the one-time thing, the two-time thing. We use all these things to make ourselves feel comfortable in our doing and behaving and our thoughts and our feelings now. We're using all the stuff in the past to make us feel how we feel now. If you use the past to make you feel how you feel, then you will keep living in the past. If you use the past, if you use the past to create your feeling inside, then you're gonna feel just like the past did. Dead. So full spot. What's good, girl? How you doing? Long time no see. If you use the past experience, the past feelings to create your feelings right now, then your feelings is based on the past. That means you are literally not living, you are surviving. That means now you are materialistic, you focus on the physical, you focus on how things smell, taste, look. That's why people are so shallow. People are shallow because they only depend on their five senses. Their five senses is based on your survival. This is why God gave us five senses: to run, to eat, to sleep, to feel, to touch, to hear, to listen, to run away if we hear danger, to stay if we feel good. That's survival. But for some reason, here's the thing: you don't need you need higher frequencies now to live. You cannot live in the past based on your five senses. You're gonna live presently on your other senses, your spiritual senses. You gotta live now in a place where you have never seen. See, you know where you came from, and that creates you now. You don't like the you now. So now you have to live in an unknown place for you to be a better. Yeah, I'm not going there. You know what? I'm done. You all, thank you all for joining me. Hey, Chrome guys, how are you doing? Thank you all for joining me, man. I appreciate it. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Pieces. I gotta go. You ready to go to school?